Hey y'all, Bridget Bartlett here with Visual Marketing and Design, and today we are live inside of our team training where we are live Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So today we're going to start a new series on growing your Twitter account. Okay, how do you use Twitter in 2023? Well, there's a reason that I started focusing on this. One, we usually focus on YouTube growth and Facebook growth, but Twitter actually was bought out by Elon Musk, which, unless you're living under a rock, you already knew that. But he has big plans for Twitter, and right now is a great time. Even though Twitter is one of the oldest social media networks, it has large businesses on there. The CEOs, it's a great strategy to contact the business owners and to make those business owners within your network. But Twitter is growing, so it's a great opportunity if you haven't started yet to start growing your Twitter channel. Okay, now full transparency, I have not really focused on Twitter. I have, like most people, I'm live there every day. I have, almost 1,700 tweets that I've created, but I haven't really engaged, which means that my Twitter following has not grown. And so I am using myself as a case study because networking on any social media platform is basically the same, right? You want to find your target audience, you want to engage with your target audience, and you want to share content that is valuable to your target audience. All of that strategy is the same no matter what platform you're using, but every platform does have its own little growth strategies and things like that, and also its own automation tools. So throughout this series, we're going to talk about those things. And like I said, I'm using myself as a case study. I literally just Friday started, really, trying to engage and figuring out the new tools and things like that. And so I think I've gained like 20 something followers. So it just since Friday. So it does show that these strategies are working, and we're going to talk all about that. Okay. So you can see here that Twitter actually has 353.9 million users. Okay, every month 330 million, and then daily active users is 237.8 million users. The theory is, when you hear what Elon Musk is planning to do, that this is going to grow dramatically. So now's the time to really get in to Twitter. Also, it is, some of the members in our program, Facebook is not really, they don't enjoy Facebook. If you're someone who's on Twitter anyway, or you think, I'm just really tired of Facebook and maybe I want to try Twitter, this is a great strategy for you. Okay. So now I talked about Elon Musk's plans for Twitter. Okay. He actually wants to turn it into a super app. Okay. So a super app is an app that really replaces almost everything, right? He wants Twitter to be, and he's going to rename it X app, I think is what the article says. I don't know if it's X app or just X, but it is going to be renamed. Okay. So that is in the plan. So if you're unfamiliar of what a super app is, it can be compared to WeChat, which is a specific China app. Okay, so they have WeChat in China. And so this is the type of the model that he wants to use to create this. Now, I know everyone has their own feelings about China. We're not really going to talk about China. We're just talking about the ease and convenience of the app that he is using to structure this around. Okay, so you can see why convenience, and this is already a proven model. Everyone in China uses WeChat because it's so convenient, right? So it's going to replace the social media aspect. There's going to be like a payment system, so PayPal, Google Wallet, and so on. You'll be able to book a taxi or a Lyft or transportation, credit cards, book a flight, all of these things, and it will replace. This is the most important part: these messaging apps. I know if you're like me, we probably all have like 10 or 15 messaging apps, and it can be really overwhelming. And so if everyone hops on the bandwagon with the same app, it's definitely a lot easier for us in business to manage all of those things. That's why I love high level, because we can pull in those messages in our CRM. But this gives you an idea of where this is going. Okay, so let's talk about, now that we understand why it's a great time to grow the Twitter channel, let's talk about Twitter. Okay, you can see, like I was saying, I have almost 1,700 tweets here, but I only connected Twitter to my scheduler, and I'm live there every single day. You can see that I'm actually, if I refresh my screen, it probably shows that I'm live there right now. But like I said, yeah, so there I am, I'm live. But if you're not engaging, if you're just posting things and then you think that you're going to be able to get a lot of followers, that's not really the case, okay? You need to be engaging. You need to actively go find the people who are your perfect audience, all right, or your perfect target client, because otherwise you're just posting things that no one is seeing. And full transparency, because that's always how I roll with you guys. When you post something, you really only have about 30 minutes for it to gain traction, and you can see all of the things that I've posted. Now since I've been posting this weekend, I'm getting a little bit of traffic here, but most of the things here have like little to no exposure. Okay, so we have like 12, 8, so you can see it's really, really sad, right? Even though I'm constantly posting here. So what we want to do is we want to optimize our profile, and we want to make sure that we are creating a list of all of the targeted people. Okay, so today I'm just going to kind of give you a tour of Twitter. I'm going to show you how to optimize your profile, and then tomorrow I'm going to show you how to actually find the targeted people. We're going to talk about some ways that you can get content ideas and schedule the ideas. I'm going to show you some different ways and best practices and things like that. Okay, so definitely if you're interested in growing your Twitter, this is the training for you. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to the home tab here, and this is going to be like your thread. Okay, so all of the people that you follow, ads, different things. It's kind of like your Facebook timeline. So you can see all of the things that are customized for you, and then also all of the people that you are following. Okay. Now you'll see here different events that are happening and suggestions of who you can follow. If you actually click on a tweet here, you'll see that you can create a tweet just by typing in the text. You can choose who is going to see it. Okay, these are just basic functions here. You can add a picture, a GIF. You also can create polls, which that's kind of cool. Let me remove that. You can use emoticons. You can schedule the post. You can also, bold, italicize, right? So basic functions. Now, another thing, if you are looking for people to follow, now one of the things that a lot of beginners do, I know that I did when I first started out. I had to go in and delete a bunch of stuff when I first got started with Twitter. But a lot of people think the game is to follow as many people as possible, but that's actually the opposite of the truth. What you need to do is find the perfect people to follow, and then have like 100 people that you follow, and make those 100 people the most targeted people, because you're going to be engaging with them. Okay, it's better to have a community or a group of 100 people that know, like, and trust you because they've been engaging with you, than a million people that you're following and no one knows who you are. Okay, so you can check that, what it suggests for you here. You can also see what is trending as well. You can also go to the latest news here, sports and entertainment. If you click here, you can actually choose to show the content in the location if you want to. Here you will see all of your notifications. So it'll show you all of the notifications here, and then the verified accounts, which, if you're familiar with the Twitter Blue, I think it's like $84 a year. You get the little blue check mark. I have applied for that yet, but I have not been approved yet. So we'll see how that goes. But the blue check mark does mean that it has been verified. Okay. So what's cool, and we'll talk more about this later in the week, but what's cool is you can actually use the retweets and, tagging other people and all of that and kind of sharing traffic to help you get more engagement. So definitely stick around for the training. All right. And then also here are mentions. So there are people that will mention you when they're responding to a tweet. So again, that just helps you get more traffic for you and also the person that you're responding to, because it tags you in it, basically. It's like a Facebook tag. Okay. So also let's go to the messages. Here is just like your inbox on Facebook. You can choose, check out your inbox messages, pretty self-explanatory there. And of course, if you want to create a new one, you can do that. Now, lists are really important, okay? Because what's cool is, for example, you can see I've started this engagement list. All right. This is a list of people that I want to make sure that I'm engaging with. All right. Now, when I talk about your 100 people, you can create all kinds of different lists if you want to. But if you create a list that's like engagement, this makes it really simple, because then every time someone creates a new post, like you can see Sean Cannell with Think Media, he is on my engagement list. So not only can I engage with him and make sure that I am, basically keeping in contact with him, but also all of his followers, right? And the way that the algorithm works is if someone who has a large audience posts something and then you are one of the first to comment, every single person who's commenting after that, they're going to be more likely to see your comment, which should be of value, that would pique their interest to make them want to look at your profile. Okay, so that's really the name of the game there. All right. So lists are really cool. Now, also bookmarks. If there's a post that you think, man, this post got really a lot of engagement. It doesn't have to be from you. It can be from someone else. Then you can actually bookmark it and come back to it later on for content ideas. Or maybe if you're just scrolling through your timeline and you just want to bookmark a bunch of like highly engaged tweets, and then you can actually just save them to the folder, come back to them later to either engage or use as ideas. Okay. You also have the top articles here. So these are articles that are created from people that you follow and then people that they follow. Okay. So again, we are trying to look for our perfect target audience so that we can make those connections, right? Also, you'll see all of the verified. If you are a business and you want to become verified, you can actually do that. You get like a cool golden, instead of the little blue check mark, you get a golden one. And it is $1,000 a month to get that. So really, it's typically only big brands and organizations that do that. Okay. Also, you can click here for your profile. And then, of course, you have more settings here. So if I wanted to connect with someone here, I could choose the connect option and look for more people to follow. And then also you see we have drafts, the Twitter Blue information if you're interested in that, the Creator Studio. So you can actually turn this on if you want to. Let's just go ahead and turn that on. And then you'll see my engagement and all of that, which has been really, really weak. But you can also see that it's definitely increased just since I started becoming obsessed with Twitter the past couple weeks. Okay. Also, we have the professional tools here. So we have the home, so you can see my impressions and engagement. You can see that everything is growing there. Just digging around here to show you guys, you can promote your tweets here. So if you had one that was really, really a good one, you could just click promote, just basically like Facebook, like boosting a post or something like that. Okay, so you have additional resources here that you can check out. And then, of course, you have some advanced tools like Twitter ads and so on. Okay, of course, you have your settings here. I don't really want to show a bunch of personal info, but you see all of this stuff is basic, right? It's just basic settings, just like any other account. All right. Now, To optimize your profile, there are some important parts just like any other social media platform. You have your banner here, you have your, which needs to look professional and it needs to show what you do and what you offer. You need to have your profile image. Now, when you do apply for the blue check mark, if that's what you want to do, they kind of have the same rules as Facebook Meta when you get verified there. So they're kind of particular about the image here. It needs to be you. I think when you're creating cool graphics, it's not that I'm opposed to showing my actual self, but it seems like a real life image when it's put back, like when it's put on a really professional, colorful graphic, it doesn't mesh as well. But when you have like a cartoony AI image, just my personal opinion, against the colorful background, it just looks better. So you can create your this however you want to, but you do need to be mindful of your image here. Okay. Now that doesn't mean that you can't put the AI like image there, but it does, they will look at it and make sure that you didn't just change your image. They have different criteria for getting verified. Okay. So you'll see here also, I have my name here, and then you have your handle. Now you want to definitely choose a handle that is, I hate to say pretty, but I do see some people like use their name and then a bunch of numbers. While that may work, I just think that it doesn't look very good when you're trying to drive traffic to your Twitter and you want to say, check me out at, Bridget Bartlett, and then I put vision instead of the numbers there. So that's definitely something you want to consider. I also see people, if you're driving traffic to your business name, maybe you want that to be your handle, because when people are searching for you, also they would probably, like if somebody's searching for me, they're probably going to type in Bridget Bartlett and then see what comes up. So be mindful of that when you're choosing that. And that's just when you're setting up your account, it asks you that, and then it will tell you what's available. So there is a little bit of trial and error and creativity that comes with this, because a lot of those really pretty handles are used. Okay. Now you'll also see your bio here. So you need to tell people, what it is that you do, okay, and how you can help them, basically. So for me, helping entrepreneurs automate their business online, get leads without ads, let's make your vision a reality. And then, of course, I'm entrepreneur, where I'm located, and then I have my link, okay? You'll also see down here your pinned post. So remember the flow of what we're doing, just like all of the training that I've done on Facebook. When you're out trying to find your target audience and you're commenting in groups and you're commenting on posts, and then people go look at your profile, these are the things that they're going to see right away, right? When I click on my profile, I go right here. These are the things that I see. That's what they are going to see also. They may not scroll down your timeline, and again, they may. So you want to make sure that all of these things are relevant and professional and represent your business in the way that you want it to be represented. Okay. Now you'll also see here that we have the tweets. Okay. So it's like in different categories here. We have the tweets that I've done, the replies to the tweets. Okay. So you can check all of that out if you scroll down. So it's all of the people replying to me replying to them. Okay, so that's public too. So if you are, sometimes people get very political on Twitter. And if you are using your business profile and you are going out and being hateful to people, be mindful, they will see that. And so again, you need to represent your business in the best way possible. You also have the media here. So you can see any of the, videos or images that you've posted, or I guess this is just images here. And then of course, likes. Okay. So any posts that were liked there. All right. Now to create your profile. Okay. So I'm going to click here now, and you'll see the image here. you can edit, of course, your profile image. You can change your name here. And then here is your bio. And of course, these are the most important things that you want to make sure are optimized. Okay. So the real easy way of doing the banner is by simply going to Canva, and you just want to type in Twitter, and you'll see Twitter header. So when you go to Canva there and you type in Twitter, you can see this is the one that I actually used, but they have all kinds of templates here. Okay. So it could not be more easy. All right. Now, if you are just like, oh, I hate everything I design, I'm never ever happy with it, and this is just too much for you, definitely go to Fiverr. You can have someone create one for you, and it's really simple. But Canva, I mean, I highly recommend you get used to using Canva because it is a really great resource, and it's a lot faster than trying to tell someone on Fiverr what you want and then going back and doing the revisions and all of those things until you get exactly what you want. And maybe you have something particular. Maybe you're still not even happy with it. Or maybe your business changes a month after you've hired someone to create your graphic, and then now you have to go hire them again. So if you can use Canva, it's definitely the best option to get used to that. Now, on your, let me click out of here. Your profile image, of course, you can, what I typically do is the best size is about 500 by 500. So I would just type in 500 by 500, and then you can upload your image, and then you can make any edits that you want to and make it a great size. Okay. Now, the next thing is the bio. Okay. So this is really important, and you may think, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to put in there. So if you go to ChatGPT, if you're using the AI PRM extension, I highly recommend it. There is a free version. I have the paid version, which is why I have all of these options here. But you can type in Twitter, and if you scroll down, you'll see Twitter Professional Bio Generator. So what you want to do is insert your title or field of expertise. So let's just say, let's say that I am a pharmacist serving Indianapolis, Indiana. Let's just say that. And I'm going to hit enter. Now it's going to give me some cool emojis, and then it's going to write a super cool bio here. Okay. Now, you may not like this, okay? But what's important to notice is that it used the emojis, how it broke it all down, and then it just really gives you a great place to start. And it also lets you know what content is good to have there, right? So there's 2 hashtags here. This does make sense because if it's Indianapolis, we want to have a hashtag with Indianapolis in it. And then, of course, Pharma Guru, that's the hashtag they chose. You may have a specific one that you want to use, but you get the point there, right? So once you create your bio, then of course all you need to do is save. All right. So that is basically the crash course for how to use Twitter. Now we're going to, like I said, we're going to dive deeper into Twitter. Tomorrow we're going to make a list. We're going to find the perfect followers. I'm going to show you some cool automation tools. And of course, I'm going to show you a manual way of doing this as well. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye. Thank you so much for joining us for today's training. If you have any questions, you can join us for open office hours starting right now at bridgetbartlett.com. It's free and open to everyone.